Okay, my name's Genevieve, and I want to start making video diaries of my life through vet school. Now, this first video that I'm posting, I had some difficulty deciding what kind of video I wanted to post as a first one. I already started becoming hard on myself, and that's where I settled on the idea of making a video to my future self. So this is primarily for a future me, maybe in 4 years. Maybe I'll answer this every year after I finish 2 semesters in vet school, but we'll see where this goes. So, hello, future me. Right now, I am 25 years old. Is July 7th, 2026. We are living in apartments with Ariane and our dog Freckles in San Antonio. And you will be starting vet school next month in August. Now, currently, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, eight piercings, and I believe we also have 8 tattoos as well. So we'll see if we get more piercings and tattoos. So you do have a lot of plants, as you could obviously see behind you. So I'm wondering if you collected more or if you put a pause on that, and what other hobbies you started to get into. Now, let me go ahead and get into the questions for my future self. I have the questions written down on a notepad here. So the first question is, what's one thing you're really proud of accomplishing? I'm really proud of accomplishing getting into vet school, and I'm really proud of actually making friends here in San Antonio as well. I know we could be pretty introverted, but it was really great, especially at the clinic you worked at, making friends with your coworkers as well. So you guys hang out outside of work too. Question number 2. Did you achieve the goals you set for yourself in the past? So I guess I'll set up some goals right now to see if you accomplish them later. The first goal would be, are you having a good school to life balance? And I'm trying not to put the pressure on myself of getting all A's. I know that in vet school, and from what I've heard too, it's gonna be difficult, so it's okay if it's not all A honor roll or AB honor roll even, as long as you are understanding the material and getting help when needed, and also having a balance outside of school as well. So are you still willing to go travel to places? Are you still being in contact with friends outside of school? Are you making friends in vet school as well for you guys to hang out in study groups or even go to sports games? So the second goal I'll make for myself is, are you being physically active? Just because the last goal I felt like was really big overall. Maybe it's not big for you, who knows? But are you being physically active? Are you going to the gym still? Just because you really started to enjoy going to the gym, especially a month before vet school started. It's been pretty fun. And a third goal, which is smaller than the other 2 you set, is, are you drinking your water? You need to start drinking your water. I know right now you have this water bottle and it's not your favorite, but I feel like that's deterring you from drinking as much water as you should be. So question number 3, what's something you never thought you'd try but did? So in the spring of 2026, you're in a communications/speech class, and you got nominated by your class to participate in a speech competition. That's something you never thought you would do, and when you entered in, you thought, maybe you'll place like below top 10 of the, I don't know how many students were there, but you ended up winning first place. And honestly, your confidence really grew from that. So I'm really glad that we did that, or that I did that. So question number 4, how have your priorities changed over the years? So I guess some priorities you have right now is keeping up with your plants, and then trying to keep up with daily tasks, even if you don't like them, like cleaning the dishes, or after you put the laundry in the dryer, actually putting them away and not just folding them and leaving them on top of the dryer. I guess some other priorities that you have right now is making sure that you have enough time for yourself to complete what you need to do. For example, you decided that a month before vet school starts, you wouldn't be working anymore, just so you could focus on getting the supplies you need, replying to emails you need, and sending all the required documents that the vet school has. So question number 5, what's the best decision you've made so far? So I'd say the best decision you've made so far is actually applying to vet school. I guess a little background on this is that after graduating from undergrad, you decided that you didn't have enough animal handling experience, and you wanted to build upon that before applying so that your application is actually really competitive and strong. Question number 6, what's the most surprising thing that's happened to you recently? I'd say a fun little thing that's happened to us kind of recently, it's been a couple months already, is that we got a nostril piercing. We never thought we would get any kind of face piercings, but literally going to the piercing studio with your coworkers who are now really good friends of yours, you decided in line that you would get this nostril piercing. Might have been freaking out a little bit on the inside, but I think that's like a really good, like surprising decision that we've made. Now, another surprise that's happened to us is that applying to a lot of scholarships, which we need to get on top of too, I need to prioritize applying to more scholarships, is that you actually got one. And that's really, not that it's surprising, I guess, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel so grateful that we are actually able to get one. So, question number 7, how do you spend free time now compared to a few years ago? So right now, since you're focusing on getting things done for vet school a month before it starts, you're really spending your free time looking up what supplies you need. You actually just ordered a lot of supplies that you need, and I think it's coming in a couple days, so maybe we'll do a video going over some of that. Now you also spend your free time looking after a lot of your plants that you had. I feel so sad because a day or two ago, this plant actually took a tumble while we were moving things around. Now you can see it kind of has a bend. This leaf is gone, and there used to be 2 leaves right here. But it still looks like it's going pretty strong. I really hope, knock on wood, that it starts growing more. You grew this one from like a little leaf right here. It's pretty exciting how much it's grown. But yeah, that's one of the things you're doing on your free time, and you're also going to the gym a lot more. Oh, I guess I could also say on your free time as well, you're starting to watch the World Cup. You weren't super into football over the past years, but ever since living with Ariane, you've really started to get into it. And it's been rough because there's been a couple teams who have lost that you're really rooting for. But it's still fun to watch, you know. There's still some teams in the game that you like and you're still rooting for. So question number 8. What's a new hobby or passion you've discovered? So a new hobby that you've started is doing these video diaries. Now, I thought back to how interesting and fun it would have been if I recorded my process of applying to vet schools, or even my process of getting animal handling experience. But it's better to start now than still wishing that I did something. So that's a new hobby you're getting into. Question number 9. Did you ever take that dream vacation? Where did you go? So I'm hoping that at some point we go to Cancun. Maybe it's gonna be difficult to go while in vet school because during your breaks you might be doing internships or externships or working or volunteering somewhere. But hopefully sometime we first get our passport. We really need to get our passport done. And 2, we go to Cancun. So question number 10. What's something you've learned about yourself that you didn't know before? So something that I learned about myself that I didn't know before is that I thought I was a very extremely 110% introverted person, but it turns out that I do have my extroverted tendencies. So I feel like around the right people, I do get an energy boost and charged up. So question 11, how has your relationship with your family, friends, and your significant other been? So right now, we are trying to FaceTime or call our family more, just because when you first moved to San Antonio, you were a little bit on top of that, but it's decreased over the past couple months or years, I should say. It would be really good if we were to start contacting our family just a little more. Along with our friends too. I know it's been a little bit since we've contacted, or especially since we FaceTimed with our friends and all of us have just ranted about what's going on in our lives. Because all of us really live in different areas now. Some of us don't even live in the same states, so it's pretty interesting and pretty fun to catch up on FaceTime with your friends and hearing how their side quests and journeys have been. And with your significant other, Ariane, it's been pretty fun to live together, and I'd say hope that we've still built a strong connection even though we're gonna be long distance for a little bit. At least we're not too far away from each other though. So question 12, what's one thing you wish you'd done sooner in life? So something I wish I did sooner in life is these video journals. It would have been really interesting and fun, as I said, to watch how my process was, getting my animal handling experience, going through undergrad, and really how I did and how I felt through the application process. Now, of course, I have my memories and I still remember how it was, but there are some points where I know I got really sick when doing the application process, and taking photos to submit for the applications was really crazy while I was sick. So it would have been really interesting to document a video of I mean, I guess it would be interesting, but it would be really funny to hear myself oh my god, I'm sick, I'm gonna have to take these pictures and look good. Now, last question is going to be, what's a book or movie that changed your perspective recently? Now, I'm going to choose the movie Obsession. It's a scary movie. It's really trending, and I just thought it was really interesting. It really changed my perspective on things. Okay, that was the end of the questions. I really can't wait to rewatch this video in a couple years' time and see how much my answers have changed to them.